Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeet Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Canto 8, Chapter 22, Text number 2. Shri Baliruvacha Yadi Uttama Shloka Bhavan Mameritam Vacho Velikam Suravarya Manyate Karo Miruttan Navabet Pralambhanam Padam Tritiyam Kurushishni Menijam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Bali Maharaj said, O best personality of Godhead, most worshipable for all the demigods, if you think that my promise has become false, I shall certainly rectify matters to make it truthful. I cannot allow my promise to be false. Please, therefore, place your third lotus footstep on my head. Please repeat. Bali Maharaj said, O best personality of Godhead, most worshipable for all the demigods, if you think that my promise has become false, I shall certainly rectify matters to make it truthful. I cannot allow my promise to be false. Please, therefore, place your third lotus footstep on my head. Purport. Bali Maharaj could understand the pretense of Lord Vamana Deva, who had taken the side of the demigods and come before him as a beggar. Although the Lord's purpose was to cheat him, Bali Maharaj took pleasure in understanding how the Lord will cheat his devotee to glorify the devotee's position. It is said that God is good, and this is a fact. Whether he cheats or rewards, he is always good. Bali Maharaj therefore addressed him as Uttama Shloka, your lordship. He said, you are always praised with the best of the selected verses on behalf of the demigods. You disguised yourself to cheat me, saying that you wanted only 3 paces of land, but later you expanded your body to such an extent that with the 2 footsteps you covered the entire universe. Because you are working on behalf of your devotees, you do not regard this as cheating. Never mind. I cannot be considered a devotee nonetheless, because although you are the husband of the goddess of fortune, you have come to me to beg. I must satisfy you to the best of my ability. So please do not think that I wanted to cheat you. I must fulfill my promise. I still have my body. When I place my body for your satisfaction, please put your third step on my head. Since the Lord had covered the entire universe with 2 steps, one might ask how Bali Maharaj's head could be sufficient for his third step. Bali Maharaj, however, thought that the possessor of the wealth must be greater than the possession. Therefore, although the Lord had taken all his possessions, the head of Bali Maharaj, the possessor, would provide adequate place for the Lord's third step. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Lord, who is husband of goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Pati, Shri Pati, these all are his names. And he is owner of the entire universe. And it's also said, Lakshmi Sahasrata Shata Sambhrama Sevyamanam. He is worshipped by Lakshmi Devis. And that Lord and today come to beg something astonishing. And there are a lot of lessons to be learned from this. Imagine yourself, suddenly you see in the streets of Mumbai, Mukesh Ambani is begging. You'll find something, what happened? So Lord is begging something astonishing. And why is he begging? And what did he get in return after begging? That is the lesson which we are going to learn from this particular Leela, the pastimes of the Lord. So Lord Bali Maharaj, the Lord Vamana Deva, he came to do good to Bali Maharaj. Just like if the child has taken a knife, a small child has taken a sharp knife and playing with it. Loving parents immediately go and take away knife from the child's hand. Child may be unhappy. How my loving mother is so unfavorable to me, not allowing me to play. But the mother knows that is not good for the child. Now what has happened in Bali Maharaj's situation then? Bali is one of the greatest devotees of the Lord. And he is a devotee of the Lord. Then why Lord has come to take away from him? We should understand very carefully. Though Mali is a great devotee, grandson of Prahlada, but still there is one thing which not good for Bali Maharaj is existing. What is that? Though he is a good devotee, he is in Asura Varya. He is the leader for all the Asuras, demons, who are habitually offenders, habitually very cruel people. Now Bali being the leader of all of them, they are getting great shelter to continue their sinful activities. Sometimes we hear an example, very nice leader, a political leader, very honest, is not at all corrupt, and he wants to serve the nation. But what to do? People under him are not corrupt. They take advantage of the goodwill of the good leader and do their selfish activities. Now Bali is in an unfavorable situation. Though he is a devotee of the Lord, he is surrounded by non-devotees. Though he wants to serve the Lord and he is devotee of the Lord, but people around him are not devotees. So now Lord wants to save him from this situation, because it is not good for him. That is why if you see the afterwards, what happened? Bali wanted to acquire the position of Indra. For that Bali wonderfully acted. Dharmatma he is. He followed all the rules of dharma. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. So he is protected, he followed dharma. Such a nice person. And he had a desire to become Indra. So after all this, Lord bestowed him to become Indra. That's the latest story. Lord, but in the next life, Bali Maharaj has got an opportunity to render service to the Lord in a favorable situation along with the devotees. But in this life, he is not in the favorable situation. He is with non-devotees around. So Lord always want to protect his devotees from non-devotees and keep them in a favorable situation. And another lesson. Lord is all powerful. Why he need to go and beg from him? Just like he did for Hiranyakashipu, he can go and kill him. He can defeat him. Is anybody can stop the Lord from defeating Bali? Is Lord not capable to fight with the Bali and defeat him? Then why did he go and beg? There is an important message that anybody follows dharma, Lord will not defeat him, so that people will understand anybody follows dharma, he cannot be defeated. Following the path of dharma is very important. Bali became king, acquired powers by his abilities. He did austerity, he worked hard. And he is performing sacrifices, Ashwamedha Yajna, to become Indra. And he, by his capacity, he defeated Indra and took the power, took the charge of Indraloka. So now he did not cheat anybody. He followed dharma. Now from him, when Lord is taking, Lord wants to take it more respectfully, not defeating him, and taking him by asking. So when somebody is performing yajna, there is a process that certain laws he has to follow. He has to give something in charity. What are the do's and don'ts of yajna? So Lord took that opportunity to perform these pastimes. Now this is from Lord's perspective. What is the Lord's perspective? Lord wants to save him. Lord wants to bestow him what he wants. And Lord wants to protect him and very respectfully take from him because he is following dharma. Lord's perspective. Let us for a time, let us think of Bali Maharaj's perspective. He has acquired everything rightfully. And he is performing yajna to please the devatas, please the Lord. And he is becoming powerful by performing yajna. So now, what is his mistake? What has he done wrong? And what must be going on in the mind of Bali when all these things are happening? You can see the absolute surrenderance, sharanagati of Bali Maharaj in this pastime. When he came to know it is Vishnu who came to beg, and he has offered everything to the Lord, though Shukracharya said no. Shukracharya is the spiritual master for Bali. Shukracharya said, don't give, don't agree, don't promise. If you promise, he is going to take away everything. And he knew this. And Bali said, if the Lord Vishnu is asking, if Lord Vishnu has come, I should just give what he asks. So he rejected the direction of Shukracharya. Actually, if you look at in Shastra, there are a lot of details like this. Who is this Shukracharya? If you see in astrological calculation, Shukra, so Shukra is more blesses people with the material opulences, enjoyment. And Devata's guru is Brihaspati. So Brihaspati is the predominating controller of guru. So guru bestows spiritual advancement, goodness, austerity, such kind of everlasting happiness. Shukra bestows material happiness. The Shukracharya is more interested in bestowing material opulence to Bali. And rather, now Bali rejected Shukracharya and accepted Vishnu. And what kind of surrenderance? Imagine, he has done so much of hard work to achieve the kingdom. And Devatas have actually been cheating them. Not now. Cheating means, I mean to say, it's Leela of the Lord. Lord only has taught, go and do truce with the demons, the asuras, and do Samudra Manthana. But when the nectar comes, you take away. So Lord only has directed all these things. And every time Devatas somewhere trying to become powerful and cheating, Bali Maharaj became even more powerful. Now the situation of Devatas today, when Bali Maharaj was in power, was they were in disguise somewhere. They ran away. Because Brihaspati told them, now is not your time. Bali is more powerful. Disguise yourself. They went away. Incognito they were staying. That is why Aditi did tapasya. Now this much Bali has acquired by his power. Nobody has given him by gift. He has acquired this. Now to do that, Lord has come in disguise as a Vamana, and he is asking as a charity. And Bali in front of him is seeing. Actually Bali said, what do you want? Why you are asking only 3 steps of land? I will give you 1 planet. Very significant thing Vamana Deva says. Those who are not satisfied in life, for them, why 1 planet? Entire universe comes under them, they cannot be satisfied. Rather, somebody is satisfied in heart. 3 steps of land is sufficient for them to be happy. So now after this, Bali promised and he started taking, and in front of Bali, the Vamana Deva measured the entire universe in 2 steps. Everything is over in a moment. Whatever he has worked, he wanted to become Indra. Everything is smashed in a moment. To work so much, to do so many yagas, so many austerities, he had a desire to become Indra. Everything is finished in a moment. When Lord measured, Lord grew. Then the Lord cheated. Actually, when coming, he had only this size of feet. Now he has increased. He has become big. Is he not cheating? And Bali is seeing what is happening. And he has taken away all the planets. He has taken everything from me. What he must be going through. And what is the demons going through? Other demon friends who are taking advantage of good leader. They said they became very angry. They took all weapons. They said, so much injustice to our master. We will go kill Vishnu. We will kill all Devatas. They got ready. Because they were not able to tolerate to see the injustice happening to Bali. Imagine you being in a Bali side and your master been cheated like this. He did all good things. Devatas are defeated and they're disguised. They're nowhere impossible to defeat Asuras. And suddenly this Vishnu comes and cheats him like this in the form of, give me some charity, like that he has come begging and taking over everything. And humiliating him. After taking, uh, he was not that I will not give charity. Bali said, you tell me what you want, I'll give you whole planet. He was so happy, he wants to give charity. Such a good person. How did this Vamana deal with? He took everything. After 2 steps are measured, where is a place? You promised. He told Garuda, arrest him. And Garuda took the astra of Varuna and arrested him. Varunastra is arrested like a rope. If Bali is standing, he is bound by a rope. And his hands, legs, everything is tied. He is arrested by the Lord. Few minutes back, he was king and he was having the entire universe. Next moment, Lord took over everything and arrested him and told you will give third step, give me now. Imagine if somebody says, no, Swamiji, I'll give you 10,000 rupees donation. He gave 5,000. Then we go to his home. Where is remaining 5,000? Arrest him. Will he keep quiet? It's my mercy, I am giving donation to you. And after that, you are coming and arresting me for not giving the remaining donation. So this humiliation which has happened to Bali, all the Danavas, the Asuras are seeing. They felt it is a great injustice. They all took their weapons. They want to kill. Let us kill Vishnu now. Let us kill demigods. That time, naturally, if Bali is not a devotee, he must be happy, isn't it? You see sometimes some so-called celebrities or somebody did something wrong, they're arrested, their followers start burning the shops and they become happy. You see, I have so many followers who can defend me. But what did Bali say is very significant. Bali said, He viprachitte, he raho, he ne me shruyatam vachaha, me yudhyata nivartadhvam, na naha kaloyam arthakrit. He said, na naha kalam, this is not our time. This is not the right time. So therefore, keep quiet. You can see the complete control over his consciousness the Bali had. He said, don't fight. Keep quiet. You can see the Bali Maharaj's patience, Bali Maharaj's consciousness. After taking this much humiliation, for the king to get arrested like this in front of, and Devatas all are watching. Now Devatas are very happy. Now you fought with us earlier. Now you see what is your condition. So in spite of all this humiliation, when the Lord asked, now where shall I keep my third step? He said, what else is left? Only myself. You keep on my head. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, Lord's 2 steps are so big. How did the Bali think his head is sufficient for a third step? Prabhupada very nicely explained that just like the possessor of the wealth is actually greater than the wealth because he is the possessor. So because he was the possessor of the entire universe, all the planetary systems, surrendering himself must be a very big thing. So it is suitable for Lord to keep his lotus feet on his head. So you can see the Bali's surrenderance in spite of all these provoking and difficult situations. He was determined. You see, he is a devotee. Lord, as some unfavorable situation has come, some difficulty has come in life. But avashya rakshibe Krishna. Krishna has some plan behind this. I should just follow what Lord wants. You see, in our lives, when sometimes some difficulties come in our lives, we may think, hey, where is Lord now? I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I'm doing so much, why this difficulty has come? I'm a devotee, I'm chanting, how did I get fever? How did I get cold? Somebody is going to temple and they met with an accident. How can Lord do this? So we have, when we don't understand rightly, Lord has bigger plans. And avashya rakshibe, definitely He will protect. Lord will protect me. This consciousness is required to handle adversities of life in devotee's life. Just because I am devotee, is it that I am chanting in the, no, I should not fall sick? No, I have material body, I may fall sick. Lord has a bigger intention behind all these things. Lord wants to end all our suffering. When somebody is solving our problem permanently, sometimes some pain will be there because we are understanding and we are in ajnana, the wrong understanding of life. If something has happened, doctor has to perform a surgery. He is cutting. When cutting the body, there is a pain. But the surgery is required to save the life. So the doctor will cut. Is doctor doing something wrong? No, doctor is doing good. That pain the patient going through is ultimately to solve the problem, to come out of the disease. So we all have a disease, material disease, holding on to the material wealth. Bali Maharaj surrendered with every wealth, everything to the Lord. But people, general, they want to surrender to Lord without anything in their hand. That is why there is one philosophy. All this bhakti, devotional, you should do in old age. When you worked so hard, earn money, distribute it to all your family members, then empty-handed you go to Lord and say, Lord, now I want to surrender unto you. Prabhupada said there are people come to Vrindavan. They worked so hard in their life. All their young body, Lord only given the body, Lord has given intelligence. All they have used and earned crores of rupees and given to all his family members everything. At the end, at the 65 years old, he goes empty-handed to Vrindavan with some back pain and knee pain. Lord, now I don't want anything in my life. I'm fully surrendered to you. All that Lord has given, you give it to Him. That is called surrenderance. Keeping what Lord has given to somebody else, and for myself, my so-called well-wishers and lovers, and I leave it for them. And useless body, now I'm not able to walk, I go and say, God, I am surrendered to you. Bali's surrenderance is not like this. Bali has surrendered with everything to the Lord. Happily accepted Lord's decision that He wants to take me. What else I need? If the Lord is taking me over. So this is the Bali's consciousness. Hence he became qualified to be relieved from the association of Asuras. And in the next Manvantara, he became the king of Suras. You see the change. What a favorable situation. To be as an Indra, how much he can serve the Lord. In a favorable situation. Rather, instead of sitting in Indra's position and all his associates are Asuras, how much he can serve. So the Lord's favor upon him has fallen because of this. So what we need to learn is Bali's patience and how to face the adverse situation by depending on the Lord and surrendering ourselves, having the strong faith that Lord is with me and Lord wants to do this to me for certain reason, and surrender everything to the Lord. When you have some ability, something to do, use that in the service of the Lord. This is the Bali's perspective. Bali is on the other side, Lord's perspective. So it is for us to look at this and see how Lord is so merciful and he is performing this kind of leela so that Bali's dharma is taken care and Devatas have learnt lesson and Bali gets, and after surrendering, what did Lord bless? Next Manvantara he'll become Indra. Till then also he gave one entire planet, Sutala Loka. And he said, I will become your gatekeeper. Now the Lord Vamana Deva, the Lord Vishnu is standing as a gatekeeper of the Sutala Loka, where Bali is the king, is waiting for this Manvantara to get over. This is one Manvantara. So one Manvantara, half is over now. Another half is pending in Vaivaswata Manvantara. Manu. Next Manu, when he comes, this Bali will become Indra. So Lord has bestowed his devotee. So now, final lesson from this. We are not pure devotees. We may also have material desires. We should become devotee of the Lord. Akamova sarva kamova moksha kamova udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena. So do we have desire? No desire. Akamova, no desire. Sarva kamova, all desires. Moksha kamova, desire to get liberated. In whatever condition, one should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord will correct. He will purify our desires. Engage our desires in His service. Okay, Bali, you want to be in powerful position like Indra? I'll give that position in my service. Lord wants to give like that. You have a desire to become powerful person. If you surrender to the Lord, Lord will say, okay, I will give you a powerful position to serve me. So Lord will purify your desires and keep your desires and service opportunity to you to render service. This is a mercy of the Lord. Just like we see in the Dhruva. The Dhruva Maharaj, after seeing the Lord, he said, I don't have any more desires. But still he had a desire. For that he bestowed. Srila Prabhupada says, by giving to Lord, by surrendering to the Lord, you can never be the loser. You will never lose, you will only gain. Be 100% confident of this. You will get more than what you can handle by Lord's mercy. When we understand this and surrender to the Lord, that is a faith when we develop in the Lord, we become qualified as a good devotee of the Lord. Just like Bali, one become a celebrated devotee who has complete faith and surrenderance to the Lord. This is intelligence. So we should take this process of Krishna consciousness to develop this strong faith called Nishtha. Dharma Nishtha. Krishna Bhakti Nishtha. Become strong in our devotional practice. For that, first 4 steps. Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Tata Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti Syat, Tata Nishtha. So first 4 steps. One should have the basic faith. Basic faith that Bhagavad Gita is good for me. Message of Krishna is good for me. Chanting is good for me. Devotees are telling it must be good for me. So basic faith. Ado Shraddha. Along with that, we should associate with the devotees. And do bhajana kriya, chant and follow the rules. Like yesterday was Ekadashi, today is Dwadashi. We are following bhajana kriya. By this, anartha nivritti syat. All the unwanted things will get purified. We become strong faith we develop in the lotus feet of the Lord. Bali Maharaj was already in that position. That's why Lord came. Now the Lord comes, he asks, can I keep taking all your bank accounts if Lord seizes? Lord seizes your property. And Lord says, where shall I keep my third step? He said, just a minute, give me some, I need some 2 years of work to finish. After that, I'll surrender to you. Our Maya's thinking is like this. We say, little time you give me, I'll complete. Prabhu, I need little more time. That little more never ends after some time. So the Lord is waiting for all of us till we become ready. Lord is ready to take us. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. 1 minute he will take us back. But he is waiting for us to become steady and strong in our understanding. With this, we will end. Shri Vamana Dev Bhagavan ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.